Say, have you ever thought about opening your own restaurant? Think it might be fun? Well, needless to say, there's more to it than hanging up a sign and firing up a grill. Susan Watson met a lady from Murfreesboro whose restaurant dreams resulted in more construction than recipe planning. The result, well, was definitely worth the wait.
This stately brick building here on North Church Street started out in the early 1900s as the location for Murfreesboro's first phone company. Now it changed hands a number of times through the years, and in 1999 it sat empty and quite the worse for the wear. And that's when it caught the eye of Barbara McNeil Thomas.
I knew it had a lot of potential. It was very decrepit. It had a lot of water damage. It had had probably 20 years of remodel. They didn't tear anything out, they just covered it up. So it was just layers upon layers upon layers of remodel. And it was an undertaking.
It took about a year to gut the building and chip the plaster off inch by inch to reveal the wonderful interior brick walls. Then another year to redo floors, do the structural engineering required by city codes, and to finish and furnish out the restaurant. Only a fraction of the work was contracted out. For 2 years, Barbara put in dawn to dusk sweat equity on weekdays while catering weekends to meet her bills.
I had an ultimate goal and an ultimate plan in my head. I had no idea how it would turn out, and amazingly enough, it turned out way better than I ever anticipated. Upstairs in this area, there was wall-to-wall, floor-to-ceiling bookcases. I assume that's where the insurance company that used to be housed here had all their records. And they were very large, and I was able to salvage 2, but the rest we literally had to saw up to get out of the building. In cleaning the basement downstairs, I discovered these glass doors, and I didn't really know what they went to, and it dawned on me that they went to those bookcases. So we brought them up and put them on the bookcases, and my trim carpenter kind of dressed them up and restained them for me, and they just look great today. The stairwell is original. However, once again, my trim carpenter helped me redo it so it was a very elegant entrance to the building, and the heart of pine that he used was salvaged from Union Station.
On the second story, sun pours through floor-to-ceiling windows, bathing the room in natural light. But during the renovation, it wasn't always sun that poured in.
When I bought it, I thought, wow, look at all these wonderful windows. But of course, these aren't the original windows. I had them designed and made. And when they arrived, they were all about 3 inches too short, which was awful. And then this huge rainstorm came. That was probably one of the worst times in the renovation, watching all this water come into the building after all this hard work. But it all dried out, and we got the windows rebuilt, and it all looks great.
Once the hard work of remodeling was over, it was time for the hard work of running a restaurant.
You know, I wear whatever hat is needed that day. I still do a lot of the desserts here. I am the front of the house manager several nights a week, and I also help in the kitchen a lot. I really enjoy, once again, back to my catering days, I did all that cooking myself, and I really enjoy cooking and the creativity that allows, because I am just a real creative type person that loves that type of stuff. We do change our menu twice a year with the seasons. There are 2 items that have stayed consistent since I opened my doors on my dinner menu, and that is our blue cheese stuffed filet and our urban crusted rack of lamb. I guess you would say those are 2 of our signature dishes here. However, we have a wonderful molasses marinated pork tenderloin. We also have a salmon Wellington, which is absolutely wonderful. We have a fresh key lime pie, which is a great light summer dessert. Also creme brulee. We also have a chocolate molten cake, which is one of our best-selling desserts, and customers just really like it. It's a chocolate cake made to order. When you cut it open, chocolate ganache oozes out. It's very warm. It's served with vanilla bean ice cream. It's delicious. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed everything. We do a wonderful Sunday brunch. It is, you get made-to-order pancakes, omelets, and eggs Benedict along with the buffet. It's a great way to try a little bit of everything.
Patrons can enjoy their fine dining experience inside on starched white tablecloths or in the more casual New Orleans-style courtyard that Barbara and her husband Jim designed and built.
So Barbara, you and your husband laid all the brick here in the courtyard.
Yes, ma'am. We put all the brick on the floor here. We did it in about 3 days' time, and this is some more of my brickwork like I have inside. I lay about 5,000 brick indoors, and this step as well as the bar in the back.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I had a good time. I actually probably make a living laying brick. My husband also did all of the wrought iron work that you see. Everything except for the tabletops we did back here.
There was no shortage of obstacles to overcome in this venture. Against the odds, and after years of hard work, Barbara has established a restaurant, one that both Barbara McNeil Thomas and her patrons have pronounced a success.